Back as we earlier said in our intro that the digital transformation is a foundation for a whole development. If we need to attain and execute our sustainable development, national sustainable development goals, we have to effect it religiously and seriously. We have to effect the digital transformation in every walk of life, in every front and in every field. If we need to effect economic development program, we have to attach that with digital transformation. If we need to effect any development in any ministry, the education, the health, the environment, all, even standing up to the climate change, we need to effect the digital transformation. And also, on top of all, if we need to attract the foreign investment, it has to be affected by digital transformation. We're very delighted to be having with us here live in the studio, of course, consultant engineer, governance consultant engineer, Romany Rizkalla. Good morning, Mr. Romany.
Good morning. Good morning. My pleasure.
Of course, I need from you, before we delve into detail, a true definition of digital transformation, because sometimes it becomes very confusing to people. What is exactly the digital transformation targeting?
Digital transformation is the tool by which we can put I can make it like sectors for the governmental and for the private sector. Let's speak firstly for the government. The digital transformation for the government, how to put all the service of the government to be via online endpoint, and the back end of the government be fully digital. This means that all the papers, the transaction of the procedures of all ministry is going by a digital way, and this serve the citizen via a platform, via mobile application, and so you can dismiss by this time and to go from place to place, which is very important, because one of our struggles in life is time, and to transfer from one place to another. This is very important. This for the government, digital transformation. For the companies and for the investment sector, you know now the value of investment, not to invest in how many money, how you can make turnover to your business. This is the value nowadays. So if you go by a digital transformation in your company, you can rotate your business one and twice and three times. So by this you can make great achievement. So
you mean you can refresh the system?
Turnover of business. Turnover of business is the value, how you not you invest by how many, but you can turn over this how many times. This is the value nowadays, and by which you and in another scope you can penetrate more than one market in the same time. So digitization is a must nowadays.
Right. It sounds like an excellent idea, but what are the fields for digitalization? Can I effect digitalization in almost every field and facet of life, or it is limited to only specific fields?
Life is now fully digital. All kinds, as you nominate in your intro, we must digitize health, we must digitize education, we must digitize new urban cities. As we see the new capital, to transform to the new capital is not to go from one place to another, but it's a transformation, it's a digital transformation, and it's this is why a digital process, digital helping the citizens by digital tools. This is digital transformation. Digital transformation in using our mobile all the time. We see the abbreviation IoT, Internet of Things. This is in our life. You use your mobile, you can see your children in...
I monitor my kids while I'm at work.
At school, at university.
These are facilities, they're very useful facilities. But there are other also downsides to
every
those
item has downsides, but we ought to use the benefits of it and put beside us the harmful issues,
the negative effects
yes,
aside.
the negative, as we can,
Right, but also there must be a strategy and regulations to be able to control this digitalization, or also instruct people to use it. I can't just effect it just like that. So if you would kindly elaborate over the strategies of digitalization.
We have 2030 strategy. One of the main issues in it, digital transformation. And as Your Excellency say, we need, beside this, a law can save such digital transformation. All the time we need laws, we need procedures.
Are there any laws right now?
There is law number 175 to year of 2018. This law manage how to use all the technological tools and made the restrictions for it and the harmful issues and be punished by this law if someone use it in a harmful way.
Of course, as we get into the detail and talk about the benefits, the pros and cons of digitalization, let us first start with the negative things, because lately, as we are, ever since the pandemic have started, the corona, and almost like 3 years now, and the idea of identity theft and banking theft of the accounts over online has become viral, and it has sparked problems amongst people who are not really familiar with digitalization. So in terms of this particular problem and problems like that, other problems like that of corruption, like you earlier said, how could we avoid that?
We hear all the time about cyber attacks. Let's speak from this point about cyber attacks.
In general, cyber attacks is general.
Yes, we see it in politics. We see the war of the mission of Russia and Ukraine start with a cyber attack. Cyber attack is how to, as we say before, hospitals managed by digital system, government issues managed by digital system. So if I attack these systems, I make all of these tools down. This is one of a great issues facing the world now. So we must make cybersecurity in the opposition to this.
Okay.
This is very important. You cannot make governmental systems or even system for companies without cybersecurity.
But then it is violated also.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Everything. This is a kind of violence. I understand this, but all the time, dynamite was invented for a positive issue. But it's used for bombing and like this. All the time, there is negative for positive issues. But what we ought to use, or what you ought to think all the time, to put this in the right way again. So when we speak about digital transformation, we must speak in the same time about the cybersecurity. How we can make this safe for governments, for companies, and how to make awareness to our human resources, how to use. When you bring a new device, you must read the menu. We use technology without knowing anything about this menu of technology. This is,
I think people should be updated or set or have a package of awareness.
Media, as we do now. Media,
and also awareness campaigns.
Yes, for sure. It's a must. All the time you must know the menu of what you are using, or will destroy the device, and you'll destroy yourself by the way.
It won't be facilitating your life. On the other hand, it's going to disrupt it. But at the same time, there are benefits of digitalization.
There is huge benefits. Digital transformation can make a ministry of prosperity. Like United Arab Emirates, there has this ministry. But I say we need to push over this digital transformation in order to make such ministry without doing it. It's very important. It's facilitate all the tools. If I get a paper I need it from the government from my home, I save time and money and effort.
These are real benefits.
Yes, and make me comfort.
Of course.
This is a great value.
And save time.
Save time, save traffic, save fuel, save many things. You can destroy corruption. We can minimize corruption, not destroy it. But if we reach to make corruption like 5%, it's a great issue. But if you are getting your task, getting what you need from a device, this device cannot take anything illegal at the moment. So it's very important. It's can push over. It can make the issue in an optimum way.
And also we keep hearing about things that we haven't been used to it, like the metaverse, like the visual reality, to the extent that during the pandemic, why am I mentioning pandemic all the time? Because pandemic have escalated the digitalization of our lives. The digital transformation have been speeded up during the pandemic times. Normally because people were staying at home, and then they could be doing all what they need to do from home, and that's why they were obliged to be digitalizing their lives. In light of all that, we heard for the first time of visual, for example, tourism, like people visiting whole places online, like visual medical operations, and visual education, and all types of digitalization. But there must be challenges to that.
Let's speak from this point about the metaverse. Metaverse is a technology related by the visual reality, and put all what we live normally on such cloud. And using in this technology, I need to make it smooth for the audience.
Please, yes, because not everybody could understand that.
I will make it. But we must at first know the abbreviation, know the scientific names. Metaverse is how to put all our real as virtual. And the tools...
But it's not tangible.
Not tangible. I will discuss it.
Okay.
We use in this metaverse artificial intelligence, big data, Internet of Things. As an example, I can put a glass on my eyes and can see as if I...
Like the games we play.
Yes, sure. And I see such a reality, this visual reality, and go by it. But what we need to know, all the time you cannot dismiss the real life by a virtual life. All the time we need this can make psychiatric problems for the people as they all the time.
People would be detached from reality.
Yes. So we must mix. We must take the benefit use of such metaverse, and this can help in how to diagnose disease abroad. I cannot go abroad, so I can diagnose with a foreign doctor such disease via metaverse. This is a benefit of metaverse. The other benefit, I can see teasers to places, but I must go to such places as a tourist. You know, all the time It's not enough to see the value via a glass. If this take place, we can see this via TV, and it's enough. No, all the time, this can be a teaser. This can be something we make people excited, but he must go to physical and organic issues. So we must understand this, and we must make this very realistic to people, not convincing them to go via this virtual reality, and it's enough. It's very harmful to our health and to our mindset. So we must use the benefits of metaverse. Metaverse is very important. Is how to make multiple analysis via tools of artificial intelligence and get benefits of it to take the right decision for decision makers, for governments, for prediction to the climate,
for military operations.
For military.
But at the same time, if I'm using metaverse, excuse this question, I mean it's out of the topic, but if I use metaverse and I'm using it and I need to go somewhere to, like anywhere, I need to visit a place, would I be seen also? I would be seen. I've seen a video that where a news anchor or a TV presenter was interviewing a personality, and both of them would see each other as if they were
sitting
present
together.
in real.
Yes, it's fully.
So I have to dress formal. I have to like I'm doing.
The issue is you are putting on a place like 3D or it might be 5D. Why 5D? Because when you are sit like
clarity?
this, yes, you can feel something, you can smell something.
Smell?
Yes, they can put sensors to get as if you are if I sit with you in a garden, I can smell flowers. But we are not in the garden, so you know how
these are facilities on the device itself.
Many sensors.
Yeah, and press the smell of the flowers and you can understand.
Via strategies, via artificial intelligence, they're saying to the device, when we go to this garden, if I make the atmosphere in a garden, so put like flower smell, like this. If it's rainy, you feel the rain. It's like this.
But at the same time, if someone, I mean, needs to commit a crime, for example, or do something that is against the law or something in reality, would they be able to?
Deepfake. They use this in the deepfake. You see someone. It's not Photoshop pictures. It's you can see someone speaking with his voice, with his rational body, and it's fully deepfake. It's very dangerous.
That's all an introduction. God knows, I mean, in the coming 10 years.
This is a great topic. We can take in an episode.
Of course.
Deepfake
That's a good idea.
Yes.
Well, I guess we ran out of time. I mean, it's very sad that we ran out of time, but on a promise that you would come again on the breakfast show, and we have an extended segment talking about digitalization, the pros and cons, and of course the metaverse. Thank you very much. Of course, governance consultant engineer Romany Rizkalla would like to thank you and wish you you have a beautiful day. Thank you for coming. And we're going to go to a short break and we'll come to continue the breakfast show, so stay with us.